Yo, what is good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. It's day 257, right, of my NoFap journey. Again, it's good to be back. I'm glad I'm back. Little weird things happening here and there, so you might notice there's like a small difference. It's like, dang, like what is that? Like, there's something different about them. I have on a different pair of glasses than what I would normally wear because the ones I have broke. So I thought I just had to just replace the screw, but real talk, I'm the type, and this is changing, okay? But I'm very much, I'll just use something till the shit completely falls apart, and then I'll go to replace it, right? So with my glasses, essentially the pair that I was wearing were the replacements to these. Luckily, I still kept these. They're not in the best condition, but they at least fit. I can still see pretty clear with them on. Of course, the prescription in my newer glasses, of course, is newer. But like I said, I am blessed that I at least still have these so I can use them. But yeah, man. I mean, those other glasses, I wear them all the time. Now, technically speaking, I don't need glasses for reading. I really don't even need it when I'm on my phone, but I do need it for distance so I can see. But yeah, man. Like the first hour into my shift at the airport, I stacked the bags on the flight. We close it up. I close the door. I get on my headset and my hat. Take a sip of water, and right where I go to my post so I can get ready to do the all clear so we can push the aircraft back. And my glasses were kind of like foggy, wet, whatever. So I do like I always do. Took them off my face, use my shirt. I go to wipe it, the lens pops out. I'm like, what the fuck? And like I said, looking at it, eventually it completely separated. So I just left them in my book bag, and I literally worked the rest of my shift with no glasses. But the good thing is, like, I can still see in general, but I can't see like fine details, But in any case, I ended up, left work, went to Walmart, the little optic shop or whatever, got a little screwdriver thing that I needed and some extra screws. But then when I actually looked at the glasses, because of course I had to clean them up a little bit, when I actually looked at it, it was so rusted that the cap of the screw came off. So now I need to figure out a way to remove the screw, and I'm like, what the hell, can't do it. So either way, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna look into contacts. I've never worn contacts, but I was so comfortable today not having my glasses, and I'm like, yo, why have I never wore contacts? But I realized that there's a big key element in my growth that's really playing into all of this, and I've realized I never wore contacts because I convinced myself that I just couldn't wear them. I convinced myself that I was just too uncomfortable with putting anything near my eye, and I just couldn't deal with that without actually trying it and experiencing it, Then I convinced myself that my prescription was so strong that there's no way I could wear contacts, but without having the actual information, the actual science, the actual medicine, the medicinal information to back my claims, I just talked myself out of having contacts. So I just always wore glasses. But now I'm in a space, I'm like, yo, I kind of don't like wearing glasses. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have no problem wearing them. I've worn them since I was like 7, cool. But the main thing for me, without a doubt, is like, yo, just see if you can get contacts. I know I have a little bit of stigmatism or whatever going on, but like they got contacts for shit like that. You feel me? It's like you won't know unless you look shit up. And like I said, that just speaks to how a big part of how I've lived my life. I've talked myself out of a lot of opportunities, talked myself out of a lot of chances in life, talked myself from a very limiting standpoint, a very limiting mindset, completely eliminating myself from the possibility of just an experience, convincing myself that I already wasn't going to enjoy something that I've never done. How the hell can you determine that? You know, and like I said, it's cool going through this. You know, now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, I will buy another pair of glasses. I'm actually going to get sunglasses too, because that sun be like, whoa. But yeah, but I'm actually going to look into getting contacts, because then if I can just simply wear contacts, I can buy any pair of sunglasses, or, you know, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like now I'm seeing it from a standpoint of, hey, I have more opportunities here, you know, and not, oh yeah, well, I'm going to just go with this because this is what I know. No, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. But the fact that, at least now being at this point in my life, it's like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because that's just what I'm up for, you know? Like, I'm at such a point in my life to where I accept the fact that things won't go according to plan all the time. But more importantly, when things happen, I'm not all bent out of shape over it. You know, like, listen, don't get me wrong, it was nerve-wracking. As I'm wiping my glasses, it snaps and the lens falls out. I was like, damn. But I never freaked out. You know, it was like it happened. I was like, shit. And like I looked, and of course I was able to, you know, adjust it. It seemed okay. But then I had about a good hour and a half between my flights, and during that time, I took a nap. I kind of just rested my head on the table for about a good hour. And when I returned outside, the lens fell out again. But that was when I noticed that the screw itself was damaged, or at least out, and it couldn't hold the frame at the corner. So then, but again, I didn't freak out. I just literally was like, shit, I don't know what to do. But also too, those frames were all jacked up simply because the little metal part stopped holding on both sides like years ago. So I would just tape the corners down on each side, and it would hold it in place. So like these things been falling apart, but I was like, fuck it, yo, as long as I still got glasses, I'm good. Right? So again, even after the screw popped off, I didn't really freak out. I was just like, fuck, I can't quite put these in my pocket, or at least I didn't feel safe given the type of work that I do. I'm like, you know what, let me just leave it in my book bag, and I'll deal with this shit when I get out of work. And that's literally what happened. I finished my flight. I loaded like 100 something bags, whatever. Boom. Flight was over. I called Walmart real quick and was like, yo, y'all got little repair kits? She was like, yep. She said it's like $3. I said, bet. I'll be there in a few. And then now, of course, when I got in my car, I was really shook though. So so pretty much from about 11 o'clock. So for the last 2 hours of my shift. Now, like I said, they broke at the beginning of my shift, but it was the last 2 hours where I was like, yo, I ain't got shit. And like I even walked through the whole airport, no glasses. But when I got to my car, I was able to at least put them back on my face, because the screw, like I said, would kind of hold, but it held just enough so I can at least drive with some kind of vision. Because yeah, without it, I'd have been terrified. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just, you know, being in this space of just accepting and understanding that things will go according to plan, but then things may not go according to plan. But either way, it's all okay. Like, that's such a peaceful and beautiful space to be in, you know, and that goes with any and everything about your life. You know, that things may go the way you want. They may also not go the way you want. But in the end, you are going to be okay. Having that peace and that understanding and that confidence, and knowing that no matter what takes place, that I'm going to be all right. It's such a good feeling, man. It really, really is, you know? And so, of course, tomorrow I'm off from the airport, so I'm definitely going to take time in the morning. You know, I might even make an appointment to go in to see. Well, actually, no, I'm going to call because I couldn't find my prescription for my glasses. I don't know where it is, so I'll at least call the doctor, see if they can send over another copy, and then I'll just ask them, hey, you know, based on what you see here, do you think I could get into contacts? And if he says yes, then I'm gonna be even more excited, because again, it's all about giving yourself more experiences and more opportunities, you know? Like, listen, at the end of the day, I mean, YOLO. You know, it's like, you only have one life. Why spend so much of your time limiting yourself and talking yourself out of experiences like that. This is what life is about, giving yourself those experiences. So again, hopefully I'll be in contact soon. I'm actually getting excited thinking about it. But yeah, man. Other than that, like that's been the gist of my day. Went to work, my glasses broke, and that was it. I'll call my daughter tomorrow. She's enjoying her time in New Jersey. I mean, listen, I'm just glad my mom and my sister, get to have their time with that little girl, because she's dope. And don't get me wrong, yes, I miss her, but once she gets back, we back to a full-on school schedule and everything else. So at least for now, daddy gets to have some me time, which is great. I'm all about self-love, self-care, and everything else. And then trying to think. That's all I got. So yeah, either way, as always, we show gratitude to the universe and to God, because we are grateful for the life that we have, so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. All right. So yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow for day 258, which means we almost at day 260 already. So that's exciting. All right. So either way, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we will do it again tomorrow for sure. All right. Peace.